What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, and today we got another keyboard build for you. This one I was definitely pumped to do. We're gonna be checking out and building the KBD D65, a really nice and unique looking ink polycarbonate case that really impressed me when I got it in. This was definitely a fun build. So I'll take you all through the quick build process for the video. I know you guys enjoy these chilled out ones every now and then of different keyboard builds. We'll go through it all to show off my custom D65. The kit here includes the case, plate, stabilizers, and PCB. So everything else is gonna give us that chance to customize it to a certain theme or aesthetic. So for the case itself, this is their ink black polycarbonate D65. I know it looks slightly purple here, but it's because it's polycarbonate, it's kind of see-through, so what you're seeing is that purple hue shift from the mouse pad underneath. But for the build, I love the nice smooth round edges to the design, and it feels really well made overall. The matte finish feels premium, and there's just something about polycarbonate builds that I love, so when I got this in, I couldn't wait to put it together. Giving the board that weight and heft to it is gonna be the built-in brass weight on the bottom, with the engraved D65 KBD fans typeface in the nice brushed finish. So for the PCB that's included with the kit, this is their Hot Swap RGB variant. It's the KBD 67 Mark II RGB V2 PCB, and since it's a 65% layout, this makes sense they would use this. Hot Swap is gonna save us a ton of time from soldering, and I like the matte black finish to the PCB itself. It's nice and sleek looking. Then going along with that, the plate they included with my unit was the E white variant, but to make it match, I took some matte black spray paint, gave it a nice light coating on both sides, and to my surprise, I think it came out pretty good overall. Since the plate is barely visible as it is, it really wasn't a huge deal to me, but I just didn't want that stock white plate to be seen, so I figured black would look better, and it's literally the exact same look and coating as the PCB, so I think it was definitely well worth it. So starting it off for assembly purposes, there were just 4 screws holding the case together in the top corners as you could see, but when you take a closer look at it, you'll see there's 8 screws total for when the build is complete. So once those screws are removed and we take the case apart, you'll see this is known as a gasket mount case. Most builds I've done on the channel that you've seen have been tray mount, but the difference here is that the plate gets physically sort of sandwiched between the top and bottom of the case. They do include 16 gasket foam stickers for the cutouts inside the box if you want to use those as well. And speaking of foam, we also have a nice cutout dampener for our PCB. This is what lays underneath the PCB on the bottom of the casing to act as that dampening layer against that polycarbonate, which will help cut down some of the resonance in the keyboard. And once it's fully compressed against the hot swap cutouts, it's a perfect fit. Then in addition to that, they also include a layer of PCB foam between the PCB and the top plate. Again, it's a perfect cutout here, so there won't be any interference with the switches when you can start to put them all in. And the foam sandwich is gonna give the keyboard that softer, more give overall when you're typing on it. Guess what? More foam. These stickers are gonna act as our Band-Aid mod, and they're applied as an additional layer kind of underneath where our stabilizers get mounted. And they're really thin, so it's not gonna cause any issues when it comes to screwing into sabs. And honestly, it's just easier than getting Band-Aids and physically cutting tiny strips since these are already pre-cut for you. Then I just add a little layer of dielectric grease on each pad. Next up is gonna be clipping our stabilizers, which is the last of our included goods for the kit. Here we're just taking off those little feet underneath the stabilizers that often will cause extra sounds when typing. These are just the genuine cherry screw-in ones that again are included with the D65 kit. And we have sets for the space bar, the left shift, backspace, and enter key. And also for each of these, I went then and dipped the ends of the wire in some more dielectric grease, just so it kind of lubes up the the stabilizer stem inside and gives it that smoother sound. Then yada yada yada, you screw it all back in, cut a lot of the boring stuff out. You don't want to watch me screw in the plate and stuff over and over. But then from there, I went in and reapplied the PCB foam in the top plate, get it all lined up and stuff so we can start to really finish it off by screwing it down and adding our switches. And since the D65 is called, ink black, I wanted to reuse my Gateron ink switches that I used in my Grid 600 keyboard build from last summer. These were already lubed from that project, so again, it saved me a bunch of time there, plus it's hot swap, I don't have to solder them. So not only is this, name fitting to the build with the ink, but looks-wise, with the kind of smoked black look to the switches, it visually works as well. These are super smooth when lubed, they actuate at 60 grams. I personally really like them. And at first I was planning on using the ink yellow versions to kind of complement my keycap set, but my OCD said no, if it has ink in the name, D65, I have to just match it with the ink blacks. Just gotta do it. Now, somewhere along the way over the last year, like I said, bought the Gateron inks last summer. I bought 70 for my Grid 600 build, and when I went to get all the switches for this, I was missing around 3. I just used 4 of the lubed Novel Keys cream switches for our stabilizer keys. Yes, visually, this hurts me, it hurts me bad, but sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. Then to wind down, like I said before, screw in the plate and PCB, and put back on the top housing to our case to kind of complete the gasket mount. Secure it all in so we can move on to the Keycap Choice, which is always what visually, makes or breaks a keyboard. And I went with a highly coveted set I was lucky enough to pick up when they had some extras, GMK Night Runner. The colors used here are like a dark charcoal, you get the safety yellow, and an almost indigo color. It's technically called Blue Ribbon, but the combo here I think looks really amazing, and it's gonna give the black polycarbonate case just a nice accent piece that will visually pop out. I feel like the colorway combo here is really unique. You don't see a lot of keycaps like this with these colors, so I'm definitely loving the way it looks with the finished build. And then the last actual accent piece is gonna be our custom coil cable from Juju Cables. The cable itself is yellow with the black text flex. You have the purple sort of heat shrink to it. It looks really, really nice. The coil itself is nice and tight. And I think it just matches, again, visually the keyboard perfectly. And once it's powered on, you'll see we have RGB lighting again with our PCB, but in the VS software, you can go and change it all up. So instead of the crazy RGB wave or tons of the other RGB effects that are built into the PCB, I like to keep it a static color. It's a hue like right between the yellowish and green color, so I think it's gonna visually accent the characters. So it's like sort of like a nice yellow pop to the keyboard. And since the actual case, again, is polycarbonate, it'll shine through just slightly, but not to the point where it's gonna be, distracting or look bad. So I think keeping it static here is really, really gonna look nice and just complement the overall build. And just like that, she's all done. I think KBD fans did a really good job here. Again, I love the smooth edges and stuff, and just the actual material to the polycarbonate. It feels so much different than the other polycarbonate cases that I've used and tried out there. This just has this really unique, like smooth matte texture to it. Okay, so now the moment you've all been waiting for, we'll do a sound test with our lubed Gateron ink switches inside. Remember, I also have the 4 additional Novel Keys cream switches and the space bar and stuff for the other stabilizers as well. So it'll be slightly different, but altogether a real nice, satisfying linear sound. All right, so to wrap this one up, the actual kit itself from KBD fans, I believe this particular unit is $329 or $339, around there. Depending on what plate you get, the price could vary slightly. But since this was the E-White, it was $10 cheaper than their brass plate alternative. So really not too bad of a price, but again, you still have to buy your own switches, cable, keycaps, and that definitely could add up. This video is sponsored by Elgato and their ring light. If you're a content creator of any kind, whether you make YouTube videos, you're into live streaming, podcasting, TikToks, everyone can use a lighting upgrade, and with their ring light, you'll now have the smoothest even lighting without casting any harsh shadows on that beautiful face of yours. With built-in controls, you can dial it up to 2500 lumens and adjust the color temperature from 2900 to 7000 Kelvin. Plus, the entire mount and ball head for your camera is included for you. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link for you in the description down below. But in the end, for the finished build, I am loving it. Definitely one of my favorite builds so far with the D65. And guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up. If you want to check out the actual case and any of the other components and stuff and hardware that I used to build the keyboard, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.